So everyone has pitted apart from Seymour and Jonathan. But apart from that, the order stays the same as before, with Phelan leading the group. Against it somehow 6. I don't know. Okay, so Pavel next us swapping positions. Very interesting. Okay, this 26. We have less safety car left. We have Seymour leading the pack, then Jonathan, Phelan, Patras, Leroy, King, Enzo, Potro, Felix, Alexa, Fabian, PC Willie, Alex, FRC, Sufjan, Gromer, Pixel, and Charlie, who is 2 minutes behind, but I guess it's just a bug. Or one out of so many bugs in this game. But Seymour Williams will lead the safety car race, and he does that pretty well. Oh, Jonathan nearly losing the car, and Pete Philip is right behind him.
For the win.
Oh, he won! Better exit off turn 1, and he regains the position. Now there is Cartrace also down the inside of the AlphaTauri driver, and he loses pole position. Well, no, no pole position, he loses 2 positions. He's now in P4. And Sufjan. Man, Harris. Phelan is on for P1 and he's trying to catch Seymour in P1, and I guess I don't need to tell anything that Dean Phelan is a lot faster than the Williams. Oh, hey. You see the corner speed, they're going side by side through. No, they're going not side by side. He makes the move done even before the S section, and he regains the lead pretty quickly. But Cartracer has to answer if he wants to stay near the Red Bull, and he takes the inside line going into his stove, and he makes the move done. Can Seymour somehow answer? No, he can't. He stays behind and up down to P3. Now there is a Leroy in the Red Bull. He has to answer if he wants to stay there too, and same for Philip, who has recovered pretty well. Maybe the safety cars helped him quite a bit. There is yellow in sector 3, but nothing to worry about. There is Pisciuli against Fabian. They're going will to win, but Pisciuli has the inside line.
Who do you think will win the championship? I think Sufjan could be a good shout. He has been training at the official Armin Academy.
Okay. I can answer your question, Harris, but I will probably do it in a more serious way. I don't think that Sufjan has a chance to win the champion. How? Okay. Since Phelan is only reserve driver, I guess Felix has the best chances to win. He can be a contender for it. Now there is Leroy, passes to Williams and goes up into 3rd place, and now there's King Enzo. He has the inside line for second to last corner. There's a little touch, but he stays there. Can he try around the outside of the last corner? Yes, he can, and he's digs himself in front. Now there is Felix back behind him. What can he do? He has so much corner speed out of turn 1 and tries around the outside. It goes a little bit wide and has to stay behind of Seymour, who obviously don't have the pace to keep up with these guys, especially in the slowest car. But look at that exit of Felix, even with there's no problems for him, and he sticks himself into P5. Phelan already has a 2-second gap. Car Tracer, who is still in P3 at a very impressive pace. Now Leroy, Enzo and Felix are now on to catch the Haas driver. Alan has left the session. Hey, it's DNF, okay. I don't know what happened there. Don't have that on camera, unfortunately. Jonathan with a 3-second time penalty. So is there a battle at the back? There's a little train. The Jonathan train. See what is the better exit. Will he stick it down the inside? No, he will not. Feeling with the fastest lap, 134.471. So he built his gap even more. You see PC Woody. Oh, there is down the inside Lexa against Jonathan. Jonathan has to go wide, but has the inside line for turn 4. But can Lexa with the exit? No, he will not pass him, but now he has the DRS and the slipstream. Jonathan uses ERS but stays there. Lexa going down the inside of Brooklyn's. There is a little bit of contact, but can't PC really now stick around the outside of Luffield with the exit out of the corner. They're now going not quite wheel to wheel, but Jonathan stays in front. And Lexa don't have any ERS left, but Jonathan maybe can try to regain the position on the hanger straight. And then maybe try a move. Oh! Bad line from Jonathan, and PC really passes him. Up into P8. So he has a little bit more problems to rebuild his race after his spin on the opening laps of the race. But it seems like he has more pace than the driver that he's fighting. But he's right now not finding the right opportunities to pass them. Oh, Leroy is now in the DRS rank of the Haas driver. It seems like that he has found a little bit more pace. King Enzo is also there, and there's a little bit of a DRS train. But we will see the fight for the podium. PC Woolley on the inside line and regains the position up into P7 for PC Woolley. Ferrari driver is managing to rebuild his race. Now in front of him, 2-second gap to Seymour in P6, but he still has to pit. We don't need to forget that. He still needs to put the same for Jonathan. So we will see. Maybe they're hoping for another safety car. Now there is Leroy versus Car Tracer. Both have a really good amount of overtake left. They have quite a big lockup, but there is a bug that the lockup that we are seeing, they're not really lockups. I don't know if this is a thing also in the spectator mode. At least it is when you're driving, that the driver in front has pretty much every corner a lockup, but they really haven't. But now, oh, there is Sufjan, but we stay in front because now he has DRS and ERS. What can Car Tracer recovers the inside line. They're going into Brooklyn's, really try around the outside. Has the inside line for Luffield, but can Car Tracer stick himself with the better exit out of the corner? No, he will not. But now has the slipstream. They're going into top, but Leroy stays in front right now. It's a Red Bull 1-2. Car Tracer going down the order in P3. PC Willie, past the Seymour is up into P6, but now the battle is on. And King Enzo and look at Felix, he's right behind the Ferrari driver of Enzo. Where will he stick himself? Maybe down the inside line? No, he will not. He stays behind, at least for now. He has the better traction and the better line, but he stays behind. Doesn't want to lose any time and lose some time behind. There is Seymour. Yeah. Seymour's bundled up cops. Does he have any wing damage? Doesn't seem like it. So we go again in front. Car Tracer has to stay in the DRS of Leroy, because this would be the best opportunity to defend, the best option to defend from King Enzo and Felix. Because Pisiri is a big foul of 7 seconds behind Felix, and it will be very interesting to see if bring that home. Sufjan, 5-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane. So another DNF, this time for McLaren. It's Sufjan. So Harris, unfortunately, your main man for the championship, has DNF for the first race. But Car Tracer building up the speed. Will he stick himself to the inside line? Yes, he will. Can Leroy answer with the switchback? No, he will not. But Car Tracer doesn't want to give up the position in any way, because it seems like he has the pace to keep up with Leroy. And he wants to fight. Seymour, oh, Seymour with a penalty. He has also a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. But now, Leroy versus Car Tracer again, but I guess he's a bit too far back this time. Battle is on. King Enzo and Felix, at the fact they really can't do anything about it. But they are all within 2 seconds of each other. But now Leroy, if he doesn't make any mistake, he is definitely again in attacking range for the hanger straight. He needs a good line out of Baggett, and he get that. He has the DRS, he has the slipstream. He don't use any errors. Maybe he wants to stay behind, and yes, he wants. He will stay behind. Oh, there is King Enzo. He don't want to stay behind. He sticks himself down the inside of the Red Bull driver. They go side by side, and King Enzo makes the move. Now there is Felix. Can he try? They're going side by side to the start finish straight, going to the first corner, and Felix, will he keep that in front? Yes, he will! Leroy being defensive when he has to attack, wanted to stay behind Car Tracer, and now losing 2 places. And I guess King Enzo doesn't want to stay behind Car Tracer for any longer, so he will pass him as soon as possible if he gets a chance for it. But also Felix is there. He is smelling the podium for the Mercedes boys. But now again there are 2 tenths separating these two. through Maggots and Beckett's. King Enzo needs a good line out of the S section. He has the good line. Now he has the DRS and slipstream. Kart Racer defensive on the inside line. What will King Enzo try? He tries around the outside of the Haas driver. And will he make the move down? Yes, he will. He passes the Haas driver. Really strong moves. Now what will Felix do? He has to answer on that. But will Kart Racer somehow manage to answer the other Ferrari powered car? Fans, again, the Grand Prix in France was a pain in my ass for me once again. But the battles in front now King Enzo has to build up this 1 second gap between him and Kart Racer. This would be a very good opportunity for Felix to pass Kart Racer since he doesn't have the DRS anymore, but he stays there. But Felix is very strong and very near behind Kart Racer, but with the DRS he's a bit too far back to try something. With another 3-second time penalty. So the battle is on. 5 laps to go for the British Grand Prix. And the battle for P2 is on fire. King Enzo until Leroy. Everyone within 1 second of the driver in front. But the point is, will this DRS train keep on, or will we see some showdowns on the last couple of laps?
For the win. Who do you think will win the championship? I think Sufine could be a good shot. He has been training with the official Army Academy.
I guess that Kart Racer has the pace to keep up with Enzo, at least to stay in DRS range. So Felix has to pass him on a spot where you don't pass him normally. Maybe stick a dive bomb, or I don't know. Because on pure pace on the straights you will not pass him. As the Ferrari power is not that bad on this game. Gourmet Cup with another 3-second time penalty. And if you guys don't forget, we have a leader here with Phelan, who has a 10-second gap. He is bringing it home without any issue. Way too fast, this man. So yeah, so just for the Red Bull boys who wants a little bit of screen time, here it is. But let's go back, because this is not the interesting part. The more interesting part is here in front, fight for P2. Right now, King Enzo and Kart Racer completing the podium spots, but Felix doesn't want to stay behind and sit like a grandma. Yeah, Placebo is also catching, but then by far not enough to reach the group in front. Oh, 7th tenth, but Patrick has still in the air. Yeah, well, every one of them has half fire. Yes, yes they have. Can Felix attack? Can Felix attack? Kart Racer, no he can't. But Kart Racer is also really on. He's basically in the car of King Enzo. So that every one of them are so near the driver in front, but none of them can actually make a move, and this is frustrating for them. It's very frustrating for the driver if you are so near to pass a driver, but you basically can't, because there is this little piece that you need to pass a driver that none of them has. Lap 24 out of the 26. Oh, nearly Kart Racer Felix touch. Bad lines for Kart Racer out of maggots. Felix, I guess Felix can drive so much faster than that, but he's basically stuck there where he is. But he wants that podium and he has to try something if he wants to be on the podium. Point is, Felix is not the. Ooh, what's the contact between Leroy and Felix? It can be. That's what I want to say. Felix is not the type of driver who stick it down the inside when he has to. But he has 2 opportunities left. There's still a lap to go. Oh, Kart Racer out of the DRS. Or is he? Yes, he is. This is maybe the best opportunity for Felix to pass him. Kart Racer doesn't have DRS anymore. Now he defends the inside line, and Felix stick it around the outside and makes the move down, and he up into P3. So maybe there was a mistake of Kart Racer, and he was no, there is side by side, wheel to wheel through turn 1, and Leroy also gets in front. I don't know what happened to Kart Racer, but he had a lack of pace in the last lap and going in for the last lap. Can Felix somehow manage to also pass King Enzo. He doesn't have that much of ERS. King Enzo has a lot more than him. But he is still in the ERS range. Now Cartrace has also right behind Leroy, who doesn't have DRS from the Mercedes in front. FRC moves out of the way because of blue flags. Will it be a replica of the Silverstone Grand Prix in real life with Mercedes, Red Bull and Haas fighting when the last lap was to go in front? Because Dean Fillon has done everything right on this race. Takes pole, takes the fastest lap, takes the win. I don't know if it's not a Grand Slam, unfortunately, but Dean Fillon wins the British Grand Prix, wins the season opener. King Enzo rounds the final corner and finishes in P2. Great race by... Okay, I thought he had a penalty or something. And Felix 1 completes the podium. Leroy in P4. Heartbreaks for Cartracer, who lost 2 positions in 1 lap, and that cost him the podium. PC Willie took the best out of his spin and finished in P6. Alex, the other Haas driver, in P7. Lexa and Pocho in P8 and 9. And RRL Charlie, a decent recovery by the McLaren, takes the last point. Then Gromit Cup in P11, Seymour in P12, and Pixel in P12 because of the penalties. But let's wait for a bit and we will go to RRL Charlie's driver of the day. I don't think so. I guess it is Fillon. Oh. But yeah, I unfortunately skipped the podium. But Dean Fillon takes the first 26 points of the season. So he is obviously the leader of the championship, even though he is reserve driver. I don't know how this works, but if he is not counted in the real standings, then it's King Enzo leading the championship. I don't know how that works. And Felix 1 completes the podium. Leroy, Cartracer, PC Woolley in P4, 5 and 6. Alec in P7, Lecter in P9. Then the free agent Pocho, who drove for Alpha today in P9. Then FR Charlie from the back of the grid up into P10. Gromit in P11. Pixel of Chaos in P12. Seymour in 13. FRC P14. Then Jonathan in P15. And then Sufjan, Fabian, Ruti Boy. All of them DNF. So yeah, we will do some interviews. But I have to invite them in the party. Give me a few minutes, please. So waiting for the try, but I need to wait.
Sufyan for the win. Who do you think will win the championship? I think Sufyan could be a good shout. He has been training at the official Armin Academy.
Felix?
Yes, hello.
Hello. Can you invite Phelan? I couldn't find him in the friend search.
Who invite?
Bean Phelan.
Ah, he's in, right?
I couldn't find him in the friend research. I don't know.
Ah, I've invited him.
Yeah. Maybe we can wait a few minutes, or at least start with you. I guess King Enzo isn't joining. Okay, doesn't matter. I'll start the interview at least with you. First of all, hello King Enzo.
Hello.
Hello. But let's start with you, Felix. Congratulations for your first podium here in the new season. That was a pretty mixed race from you after your spin. Can you tell us what happened there exactly? Please? Guys, can you hear me?
Yes.
Felix, are you there?
Wait, Enzo, can you hear me?
Kan ik hören.
Now I can
Okay.
hear you.
Fully can't hear me.
I can hear you.
I'll try
Okay?
joining. Oh, you can hear me now.
Yeah, now I can hear you. But
Right, good. Wait, did you mal an? Not. Think now you can't hear me again? What the heck?
I
Sorry, mayday, mayday.
can hear you, but you're lagging. I don't know if it's me or...
Can I join the party? It's FRL Charlie.
I don't know.
Felix is
Wasn't
back.
lagging in the race.
Okay, now I can hear you. I guess now it's fine.
Right, but I locked the rears into turn 3, basically. And,
Okay.
yeah, it instantly spun.
Yeah, I thought that you braked on the grass or something, or beached on the curb,
Maybe
or
I
I
did.
don't know.
I don't know.
But yeah, well, what a
Why?
mixed race from you, but a really good recovery from you, and finished
Yeah,
after
yeah.
being
I was
stuck in
stuck
the...
behind kart racer for 15
Yeah,
laps.
that was really interesting to see. Then he did one mistake, fell out of DRS, and then already lost 2 positions. But yeah, congratulations for you, mates. And we move on to second place. King Enzo, congrats
Felix
to
you've
you
lost
too.
against Alfa Romeo El Ratio Bozo.
Yeah, for you it was a normal race. I don't know if there happened something really special, but can you tell us your view of the race?
Yeah, it was a interesting race, cool race actually, to race against Leroy, Philip, and kart racer. Yeah, started the S train. I overtook Leroy after he tried to attack kart racer. Kart racer, I think I could keep him behind, and yeah, I managed to do so. At the end, I managed to break the DRS train.
How does it feel to be Coco's bitch?
I was pretty happy with them.
Okay, nice. I don't know how this works in the standings with reserve driver. If they are counted in the normal standings. Felix, how does it work?
Reserve drivers have their own standings. They aren't included in the main standings, but their points are counted.
Okay, so
The only reason they aren't included is to prevent having 50 drivers in the same standings.
uh,
Because you could not read
yeah.
that.
Okay, so basically or technically, King Enzo is
Technically leading, yeah.
championship leader in the actual standing.
Yeah, Dean would be
Jägermeister.
championship leader, Enzo will be in P1 on the actual standings because, well, Dean will be in reserve standings.
Mm-hmm.
If it
Okay.
didn't work in the main speed, those points would carry over, so you would just jump into P1.
Yeah, since Phelan is not here, I would say that's it for the season opener here around Silverstone. I apologize for the multiple stream restarts, but I hope I can fix it for the next race. Again, a very fun race to watch and commentate, and see you next time for the Belgium Grand Prix, where we will have the first sprint race, or the first out of 2, and yeah, see you next time. Bye bye.